Once again, you're welcome. Yes, today we'd like to share with you some basic tips that you really need to consider whenever you are visiting a site for entertainment purposes, purchases purposes, research purposes, any other purpose. You need to be very careful because security is very important to us. All right, so for the purpose of this education, we would like to consider as buying something from Amazon. So as you can see on your screen, I'm already on Amazon site, but I will take you back from the beginning and some of the things you need to consider before you get to this site whenever you want to do any purchase on our website. Alright, so I will take you back to the place, to the beginning. Alright, so we are here on my browser, which is called the Brave. I really recommend each and every one of you to use Brave, and probably also consider using DuckDuckGo as a search engine as well. You can follow us to show you how you can merge these two for your browsing and security purposes. Alright, so not to waste my time, let's go and buy something from Amazon. Let's see what we need to consider before we get in there. Alright, so in my address bar, type in Amazon, sorry guys, Amazon. For purpose of this education, I will take the .com off and then I will show you other things as well. So Amazon, and tap in enter. Alright, so this tab is opened for us, so we can see a lot of lists, or links that can take us to Amazon to do our purchases. But before then, there are a few things we need to consider first before we know what to do. Alright, the first of to start with, you make sure that any link that will take you to Amazon website, for example this one, start with HTTPS. Whenever you don't see the S at the end of the P, which means that the site you are visiting is not secure for you to go, and you must not go in there to do anything. Not if you talk about put in your credentials, no. Alright, so you can select the best one that you think will take you to the place, but make sure you check out for this. So once you don't see the S at the end of the P, you don't go in there. Alright, so the HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocols, secure. Who tells you the S stands for secure, make sure the place is secure, or security is very tight over there. All your things, all information that you put in over there are encrypted, so the third party are unable to see them when they are traveling over the net. Alright, so for the purpose of this education, for those who did networking, and I hope you understand, this HTTPS is a port 443, and without the S is port 80, which is not secured. Alright, so let's continue. So next thing to do is put your cursor on this link, either link you want to use, and check down there on the left down corner. Let me show you over here. This side, I'm talking on this side. Alright, so I want to put the cursor over there. The link show down there, if it's the link actually taking us to Amazon.com or not. Make sure you check in there. If it's leading to different sites, please don't proceed and do anything. Alright, so let's continue. Please enter and then go to Amazon website. So we are now at Amazon website, and we don't end in here. The other things you need to consider as well. Alright, so next thing to do is check in your address bar, if the the link, okay, actually showing HTTPS over here. Or what I want to do is make sure that you see a padlock, okay, at the end or the beginning of it in here. Make sure the padlock is showing locked. Once the padlock is showing opened, please don't proceed in going to purchase or do anything on the site. Very important. For the purpose of my browser, okay, mine is showing this way, okay, it's showing this, okay. So yours might be showing the padlock. Okay, once it's showing locked, make sure that okay, you can be sure that you can proceed to do any other purchase you want to do. All right. So to proceed with, before we do any purchases, let's continue with other security. So click on the padlock, or mine is this way. I'll click on this one, okay, and we check connection is secure. Once you check and you don't see connection is secured, please don't proceed. Let's check what you have over here as well. Okay, so connection secured. It say your information, for example, password, credit card numbers is private when it is sent to this site. So it's giving assurance that once you put in our credential over there, okay, we are safe to do our purchases. Okay, the next thing to do is to check certificate validation. Yes, before the guys brought out this site over there, they have to go through audits. Okay, some security personnel or organizations have to go through their coding, their encryption, their infrastructures, and making sure that it's very secure for whoever they'll be using. So once they go through that one and everything is fine, they are now being satisfied or giving the go ahead to upload or come up with this site, so that everybody can also go in there and buy whatever it is. So let's check if certificates in here actually is up to date or it has expired. So you click on this and this tab will open for you. Okay, so you can see the organization that issue the certificate to them. Okay, you can see all those ones. You can take your time to read those ones. Okay, the very important thing over here now is the validity period. So you see the issue, the date certificate was issued. You can see this is a date over here, and the date that the certificate will be expiring also over here. So once we come and check and you find out that there's no date of issue or the date of expiration over there, please, you don't proceed to do anything. Or when you check and the date or expiration date as is passed or as end, means that they have not gone for validation to keep the site, okay, secured. Because once it's like this, okay, the bad guys can take advantage of this one and defraud you or use any of your credentials for reputational damage or cause financial loss to you, or any damage to any property or any valuable item that you have, or any whatever important thing that you have. They can use this information against you in the near future, or if probably now. So these are the few things you need to consider before you do any purchases. Once you are through with this and everything is fine, you should be sure enough, okay, sure enough to continue to do your purchases. Okay, so now I can go through and search for whatever you want to buy, and then you can proceed. I know along about you'll be asked to put in your credentials for payment. Okay, then you can do so. Amazon is a very nice and a secure place, okay, to buy things as well. But who knows, other sites might not have this kind of security. So make sure you check and you are safe before you do so. Thank you very much, and make sure that whenever I visit any site, you go through this process for education purposes, for entertainment purposes, for purchases purposes, or any other purposes. Make sure you go through this and be sure of it before you put in your credentials. Thank you very much, and the name is Time Tech Cyber. I would like you to share, comment, and subscribe for more insights and more educational purposes. Thank you very much. See you next time.